What's up, everybody? I'm Godzilla Boy 28 and another reaction video. Today we're going to watch a video. How did this Godzilla got brutally executed? Here's how. This is called the Mega Gojira. Before we start this video, I want you to let you know. Subscribe to this guy's channel. He's making good and, mega content like Mega Gojira. Wait, I have to comment 1 minute. Okay, so we're going to watch this video. How this Gojira got brutally executed. Let's go. Let's want to read this. But I'm going to read the disclaimer. Disclaimer. Some of you may... Yeah, let's go this. We don't need to read that. Alright guys, hit that subscribe button and hit this guy's subscribe button.
This scene is cool and all, but have you ever stopped and wondered, how exactly did this Gojira get in this situation?
Yeah, that's the good question, Goji Center. How did this guy died?
Why were they killing each other? How many Kongs did it take to bring this guy down?
Yeah,
What happened to the rest of its body?
So this scenario is... This is the Mega Gojira, and this is like Kongs. We're going to react and see how it goes.
Video, we will take in all the clues found in the film and novelization to reveal the mystery behind the death of this unlucky Gojira. If you like this content, please give us a like and subscribe to be the first to watch our next videos. Coming up, revealing the death of the Mega Gojira specimen. Number 1, Kongs versus Gojiras.
Yeah, before we start this video off, I want you to go to Goji Centers. I am going to put the link into the description. Shop all of his merch, the new Mecha Godzilla merch, before it goes down in 2022. We don't want the disaster to happen, guys. So make sure to go and get the merch. I am putting the link into the description.
You probably guessed it by now. We are going to quickly cover the most intense war on Earth's history. This fellow was really just another casualty that occurred in this war, meaning that this was not the only Titan to fall to the hands of Kongs. Note that this particular species was also dealing with the skull crawlers, meaning that these were a battle-hardened species whose way of life was war. The true origins of this rivalry is unknown, but based on how powerful the Gojiras were, the Kongs probably found some sort of value within the Gojira body parts.
Actually, that's a good question. Basically, the Gojira's so the Kongs are quite intelligent to bring this massive Titan down. With the Mega Alpha, at least the Mega Gojira was dead.
Remember, these guys were smart. They were tool makers. And in this arsenal of tools, we find spears, clubs, and this elaborate weapon, axes, which happen to be made out of these guys. There could be other reasons why these two kaijus fight each other, but the fact is this. On one end, you have a Titan species who thinks of the other as a nuisance and a threat to their intellectual superiority and physical well-being. On the other hand, you have a species who not only sees the other as a threat, but also as a valuable resource. One which could potentially put them on top of the food chain. So the stakes are high in this war, and both sides cannot afford to take prisoners. Now let's talk about where this murder took place. Number 2, the setting.
So the settings... So, I don't know, but the setting... We have to go to the whole video to watch this. For the full video.
Welcome to the Kong species lair, or more commonly known as the throne room or temple. But we'd like to think this place was much more than this. First, we need to know who built this place. In the novelization of Godzilla vs. Kong, we find passages that suggest that this place was built by a collaboration of the Iwi descendants and the Kong species themselves. Now we are starting to see that these guys were smarter than you once thought. This temple's symmetrical architecture included an arrangement of perfectly geometric columns which supported the entire cavern. One central column which was reserved for the Alpha Kong, spectator seating areas, and possibly
So basically, the temple throne is the most...
More shrines
Okay, so this basically looks like hell, but with titans.
located in these exit ways. Given that there are many corpses lying around here, it's clear that the main center of attraction was this area. An
So basically, the area is like in the main door.
arena. Now, why
Main
on earth
arena.
would a lone Gojira come wandering all the way in?
Oh, it's a skull crawler skull. So if you couldn't see, there's a literal skull crawler skull. If you couldn't see in GVK.
It doesn't make sense for a Gojira or Skullcrawler to invade this place, especially since this is a closed location. The only other way that they would end up here is if they are either lured to come in or they were captured and then brought to the temple to fight for their lives. Remember that there were many of these Kongs around. It's possible that a few of these would have found a lone Mega Gojira somewhere in the Hollow Earth, subjugated it, and then brought it into the temple, where there were some guys ready to give this guy a not-so-warm welcome. Now let's talk about the weapons needed to take this guy down. Number 3, the weapon.
So the weapons are really dangerous. Kongs have spears, a branch, and even a damn axe that can almost kill one Godzilla. And the many Godzillas with the... It's just like a boomerang sword.
This particular battle axe used to kill the Mega Gojira was made from Godzilla body parts.
Yes.
If it isn't obvious already, this axe blade comes from one of the largest dorsals of an already deceased Godzilla. The entire height of this weapon was approximately 207.4 feet. That's almost double the size of Kong back in 1973.
Actually, in the 2024, he looks like a literal adult, not from 1973.
Upswing speed of this weapon in the right hands would have been 62 miles per hour, or 91 feet per second. This is enough force to hack off Titan limbs, or in this case, penetrate another Titan's skull. So yes, this thing was quite the killing tool. It is no wonder that the Kongs found great value in the body parts of the Godzilla species. They allowed the Kongs to build these formidable weapons. But this doesn't end here. It's possible that these weapons were exclusively purpose-built for fighting the Godzilla species, meaning that the Kongs really wouldn't use these to fight other Titans.
So you mean like basically they couldn't fight any Titans, such as Behemoth, Scylla, the Queen Muto, Muno Prime, but only the... and not really Mechagodzilla because he killed him at the end of the movie.
We'll discuss how later. There were a lot of these weapons lying around, which makes it clear that in order to build this arsenal of powerful weapons, the Kongs would have had to bring down multiple Godzillas.
Whoa.
In GVK, we saw that a single Kong was basically no match for a single adult Godzilla specimen. Which
Whoa.
brings us to the next topic. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video and you think that we're doing a good job, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to...
Yeah, hit Goji Center's like button. They're making the coolest videos ever. We're at the... Sorry, I had to reply. Come on, there's more. Come on, hit that subscribe button. We have more videos to go.
this channel.
Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe and turn notifications so you know when.
Yeah, subscribe to his channel for notifications. Come on, guys. Subscribe to Goji Center. They make the best videos ever. With skull crawlers, dinosaurs, and even monsterverse stories, the future.
Upload. Subscribe to Goji Center's channel in the description below.
Don't worry, Goji Center will subscribe.
If they
Yeah.
subscribed, so should you.
Yeah, I subscribe. Don't worry, Goji Center, my bro. And
Up
all
next,
of you.
Number 4, the Assassins.
So the assassinating
In 2014,
power.
we saw that a slight
So the assassinating part. The fort is the assassinating part.
underdeveloped Godzilla can take on more than one opponent simultaneously. In GVK, we saw a Godzilla ragdoll a single Kong specimen. So how many Kongs does it take to bring down a single Godzilla? Furthermore, how many does it take to take down one of these mega species?
Yeah,
If you're
that's a
lost,
good
take
question.
a quick moment to pause this video and go watch our Godzilla Genus Explained mini.
Okay, so like after, so maybe maybe I'll make a go after this video. I'll try to make a new maybe on New Year's I'll make this new video. Okay, guys.
Documentary where we explain a few theories on how big these guys could get. A Mega Gojira of this size would have required more than one Kong. Its skull alone would be able to clamp down on a single Kong and divorce its head from its body. Something as large as this, however, would have provided the Kongs with much-needed resources to help them build their arsenal of weaponry. More specifically, they would have provided the Kongs with these extra-long axe handles, because these bones are too big to be sourced from a regular-sized Godzilla. So, based on what we know, it's safe to assume that a group of Kongs ganged up on this Gojira to bring it down. But we want to know more. How exactly did this guy get killed?
Yeah.
Number 5, the execution. This scene shows us exactly where a wound was inflicted. The posterior part of the cranium.
So the cranium is the so that's the cranium. Sorry, I got kicked out of my room. So the cranium, or aka the head, is where the afflicted wound is.
This location is close to where the brainstem would have been. A traumatic intrusion to this part of the nervous system would immediately shut down all bodily functions in this Gojira specimen, causing paralysis and death at the same time. In other words, this was a very well-placed blow. No blow in any other location would have killed this Gojira this fast.
Wow.
But how did a Kong manage to reach the head of this extra-tall Gojira? Remember that based on the size of this skull, this guy was probably much, much larger than the Godzilla we know today.
Yeah.
Kong specimens can stand up to 335 feet in height, and this guy was probably way taller than that. We're going to discuss 2 ways the Kongs managed to reach up there. 1. As discussed earlier, taking down this Gojira would have taken a group of Kongs. Based on the angle of how this axe is lodged inside this Goji's skull, we can guess that there were a couple of Kongs distracting the Mega Gojira, while a third Kong climbed on the central pillar and jumped from a higher position, striking Gojira from the side, bringing down the colossal titan in an instant. 2. This method might even change the whole reason why this Gojira died. Keep in mind that we are in a temple. A temple is defined as a place of worship, veneration, respect, and in some cases, a place where victims are killed in honor of other deities.
Actually, Goji Sensor, that is the correct answer.
What does this have to do with anything? Given that this Gojira was most likely captured by many Kongs, these individuals would have probably held down this Gojira, waiting for the Alpha Kong to raise its axe, or in this case, a ceremonial weapon, and execute this Gojira, landing a blow on top of its head. That's right, if this Gojira was subdued in this manner, this method of execution was not for sport or for entertainment. This, ladies and gentlemen, was a sacrifice.
Yes, Goji said, ladies and gentlemen, that was a sacrifice.
Knowing this, it's possible that the rest of these creatures that were brought in here were captured to suffer the same fate.
Skull crawlers, Gorosaurus. I'm not sure if Gorosaurus was in the movie, but maybe many skull crawlers just were dead by now by its Kongs.
As outlandish as this may sound, there could be some truth to this concept. It's stated in the novelization of GDK that the Kongs and the Iwis were one tribe, a society that coexisted and communicated with each other. The Iwi would have taught the Kongs many things, including abstract concepts such as war and religion. There is one important last thing left to discuss. Why couldn't this Gojira defend itself?
That's the correct answer.
6,
the aftermath.
Apart
Sorry,
from
guys.
the fact that this guy was being held by many Kongs, there's a chance that this particular specimen of Mega Gojiras were not capable of expelling an atomic ray like its cousins.
Yes, the Godzillas. Basically, they couldn't, atomic breath. Well, if this Gojira have an atomic breath, it will kill the whole Kong and this temple in 1 second.
The Godzillas.
But it couldn't.
If it did, then this place would have been completely destroyed. No Godzilla with atomic breath would let themselves be brought inside for execution without a fight. The fact that there are no signs of destruction left here leads us to believe that this particular Gojira mega species did not possess atomic ray capabilities.
That's correct.
This cost it its life. Fast forward many hundreds of thousands of years, this axe was still lodged in its skull. What happened? Where's the rest of its body? Chances are that the Kongs took the rest of it and
Maybe make it as a weapon, or just eat it as a victory.
used it either for food or tools. But this doesn't explain why this axe was just left here after many years. This is yet another mystery.
Yes.
But what we do know is that this door was left closed, and nobody ever opened it again until Kong pulled up. Meaning that after these Kongs left this temple after killing this Mega Gojira, they never returned, leaving all these weapons behind. Something had happened to them out there, causing them to never return. Perhaps the Kongs were not expecting to face Gojira specimens out there when they went out, which is why they left their weapons in the temple, since these were exclusively forged to fight Godzillas.
Yes.
Whatever the case, these guys never opened this door again. They never came back. What do you think happened to the Kongs that used to dwell here?
Maybe they just dead, and maybe they were just, maybe some warbats or under a skull crawler. Maybe you should throw them in the maybe meant some Kongs trip over that volcano. If you don't know, there was a volcano here in the GVK movie when Mr. Monkey Boy fell into the hollow earth. That is the whole universe of the earth. So maybe some Kongs that did died after Mega Gojira or some Gojira's atomic breath and fallen into the volcanoes. But these things died due to some warbats or skull crawlers.
Let us know your theories in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave us a like and hit that subscribe.
Alright everybody, you know what the guy said, hit like and subscribe. And also for me, thank you everybody. I hope you like this channel. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. I will put the link into the description. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, see you in the next video. Peace out.